burning the ghost. Feisty now returning the favor. The unraveled earth is there, and the threaded volleys come on down. Just be a couple of summoners traded there. Deathfire touch ticking a little bit there, but Feisty, I think on the whole, a little happier to get caught briefly by that spell flux, but no overload to follow. JunJia is mid though.
Already here.
There's the Rune Prison, and this is the combo.
Yep.
Flashes to prevent the easy wall up, but it's a shove back regardless. Bit of a speed up with the Storm Rager Surge, and Honkyu gets first bloods.
We were looking at the 1v1, and Honkyu was throwing skill shots galore and fire so much damage, but here's that JunJia we were talking about. That early aggression.
JunJia here with the Shark version of Poppy. I have decided Xiaoshu's got an Ignite. There is no Meganar. Current aggro is dropped.
Oh, the level up.
And that level up makes things a bit challenging. And actually, here's Ackerman. Maybe JDG going to the two-man route. Makes things spicy. Just goes over the wall. Oh, dear. That was a step too far, and JunJia's alive. No way. When's Ackerman's next? Blooming burst. There's that ability name. Steps on forward to Xiaoshu. And forces the flash away, the flame spitter on a human.
But that's the thing, Ackerman is being in the right place at the right time. It's just the plays go bad. They're making some of these decisions, I feel, a little too late once the play is already done and dusted. And JDG, you know they're responding. Oh no.
That's a bit rough. The deadly flourish from downtown means it's a flash Rune Prison, and Curse as well. Cursed.
You bring up that CC timer, right? You know when you're playing solo queue and you go, oh, how long was I CC'd for? That was 100% of their health bar.
Oh, Vampire walks out of the bush and gets a pulverize. We're even getting the zoom in. Very nice production. There's a trample after an ignite. JunJia gets a stun into the wall. Not quite, but unfortunately for Ackerman, that slight miss means nothing.
This 6.5 minutes has been nothing short of disastrous for Mebalos, and I don't like saying that.
One. There's the pulverize. Don't get to miss that one now. They're going to try and get a third. There's one more to go. JunJia's going to get the stun into the wall. The flash away. Misses the fourth shot. That's not bad going, but the deadly flourish still lands, and you can miss all the shots in the world. It won't matter in the end as JuJu tries, and it's not bad feet. The problem is there's only so much you can dance before the stage runs out.
That's it. Overwhelming odds in the favor of JDG. They set that up as Xiaoshu here has to run.
But where does he run to? There's a cease and desist, and unfortunately for you, Xiaoshu, there is no way to avoid that particular court order. Vi gets that kill.
And I do like that Zest didn't try and go back in. He would have given Xiaoshu the opportunity to get a kill. Honkyu, Realm Warps in, gets the kill on the Zest.
Nothing comes for free, does it? MIBR, even when they do get the kill, it comes with a punish, Honkyu. Right, you kind of want that item to get in here, so when you come to this fight, that first ult really stings. But as it stands with JunJia top, they're looking to punish Zest again. Who cares about the objectives?
Vampire was getting chipped away, faked to run away, but they hung about. It's 3v1.
Wave clearly decided he needs to go into a cupcake or something, so they'll skin him alive. Zest into the mixture.
Oh, well, this is JDG in fine form. They've got these plays, cannot find an angle in. Vampire, job done, will try and push Feisty away, but Honkyu has an angle on Curse here.
Taken 2/3 of his HP bar. That tick will keep going with the Deathfire touch on the other side. There's a route there onto Ackerman. That's not the clone. The shape changer won't save you there. JunJia gets the smite fight. The cease and desist buffers through some of the CC, but Curse again can't quite survive. Vampire's left low. Death flashes for the knocker. Doesn't get Vampire. The headbutt away. They do get that kill. And now actually JunJia's in danger. The hammer shot means nothing. Shut down to MIBR. Signs of life for Los.
The objective gave a kill over or two, but it's nothing really to worry about here. And this is where it all started. Gala on the backside gets that deadly flourish onto Ackerman.
He's able
to press forward, gets the heal. Drake goes down. Curse too deep. JDG collapsed, but Mebalos have the angle here. The curtain call comes out, but it's mitigated by the clone.
All the while we come back to live and we get a zoom on out as Vampire's just about able to escape. Everyone else appears to be alive. Feisty throwing out some of those threaded.
Mebalos with flashes is JuJu and Ackerman, whereas we take a look at JDG, Xiaoshu, fight breaks out.
Honkyu over the wall and the red buff getting some CC. The deadly flourish, the flash into the wall. Heroic charge, and Curse is on the wrong end of their hero's hammer. Feisty tries to rock surf away and just about escapes on the tide.
Yeah, the Realm Warp was very aggressive. They thought they saw an angle to get more, but far back lines.
They might need to do that as well, considering we've got the Herald coming up, and I am, as you noted, kind of expecting some violence.
Violence? No way! It's in the name!
Surely not. Gala gets rooted. The Weaver's Wall is here. The Pop Blossom comes down. Onto 2. Chains of Corruption. JunJia is gone.
That was a great sequence of plays from Mibilos to punish JunJia there. The flash out of Xiaoshu dodges that ultimate from Zest, so you love to see that commitment. Still see a world that Mibilos come back and win this one against JDG.
There's a play on the other side as Zest gets knocked up nearly at Meganon, stunned into the wall, but Vampire gets to brace. And that means his will is unbreakable, and the Gnar certainly is.
Yeah, Zest 0, 4, and 2.
HonkQ realm warping out about 20 seconds beforehand, so the attempted play on the other side doesn't happen. Ackerman is a minion, and Xiaoshu is therefore going to be Pop Blossom, but this ain't Pop goes the Weasel. The Rumble's a lot scarier prey. Ackerman needs to be a little afraid as the flames keep spitting, but a cease and desist will allow Ackerman to get the kill.
And Ackerman gets it. You probably would have wanted... These supports have been, incrementally assisting their teams. Vampire 1, 1, and 6 though, as a fight breaking out.
TP from Vampire with that spellbook on the Alistair, the equalizer down as well, but now here comes the rest of MIBR lost, and there's a Talia Weaver's wall in, the Vault Breaker. Vampire makes himself unbreakable, but his body is looking a little bit beaten and bruised, and Zest finally gets some vengeance.
But that was 5 and 1 on the bot side. All they got was an Alistair and an ult.
Which is better than we saw for the first 10 to 15 minutes of the game, where it felt like everything they did was just cursed to go wrong.
That's it. And speaking of curse,
that it is. A deadly flourish into the chains of corruption. HonkQ out survives. Flash away from Dudu is good. JunJia now here. Needs to get the keeper's verdict. Knocks away the Gnar, but still shoved into the wall before he gets away. The rune prison's down though, and Xiaoshu is the one that secures the corporal punishment. Ackerman will Pop Blossom, but again, he gets two people knocked into the sky. Unfortunately, he's looking like he's going down into the dirt. Does get a decent tangle barbs though to root. That's a realm warp. Unfortunately, Ackerman, you might be a minion. You are still dead.
Minions can die just like champions, Ackerman. I'm sorry to tell you.
And the map control continues to be stifling.
Yeah, and we take a look at this one again. Mibilos curse. He thinks he has an angle onto HonkQ because Dudu's here as well, but Vampire is here again. He forces the flash out of Dudu, and then JunJia, with that ultimate, is able to turn the fight back in their numbers advantage again. Sees more on the bot side, while on the top side, Feisty is being plugged at by Gala, so able to keep Feisty out of this one. Ackerman, though, tries to escape, but the inevitable realm warp from HonkQ comes through, closes out the fight.
Between the realm, JDG, hell, they're well on their way to their third. We've got an arm guard in for HonkQ. There's an engage in mid lane, though, and the items might be helping them get the win. Eat the poppy lollipop as she knocks you up into the sky, and she ain't very sweet about that one. Feisty hit by the curtain call, being tagged, being slowed. One more to go. They're going to get some more damage. Forced to flash away, but Xiaoshu follows, and he's got a barbecue, and he's roasting some Talia. Zest is here, but nowhere near the Mega Gnar. The heroic charge into the wall means a less than a heroic exit for the Gnar, who needs to exit. The equalizer tags too and forces more away, but you've lost your mid laner, you've lost your AD carry. Baron's alive and they're realm warping over to it.
And not going to happen if JDG keep up this form in this BO3.
It's a little ironic when Jin's in the game. Hey, we'll have a look at this game because MIBR's complete, or rather attempt to collapse on this mid lane, and Vampire full sense.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the only thing that they know. JunJia here with that steadfast presence, kind of frontlining. A beefy, tanky Poppy here. Feisty getting tagged with nearly every single shot, but Curse is unable to enter this fight to protect his team. And here, a steadfast presence from JunJia stops Curse getting...
That's great news, but you need to be here. They're going to try and contest now. Overcome MIBR lows. Into the river they go. There's a rune prison going on down. On the other side, Exhaust is in there. Xiaoshu is low. They bring him out, but the Ocean Soul is there. And the tsunami of Jingdong Gaming washes away Brazilian hopes and dreams. Made in Brazil. Broken by the LPL.
Here in France, we do love to see it. Vampire is just tanking everything, letting JDG run them down. And these defensive Pop Blossoms from Ackerman ain't it, because JDG aren't letting him get in. He can't find a way to get that heroic Pop Blossom for his team to collapse around. Curse back here trying to do something.
But to the Nexus turrets we look, and JDG will take no prisoners, waste no time. They've got keys to crush. MIBR must hand over their keys to the kingdom, over to Jingdong Gaming with a pneumatic press in their eyes and some glee at their destruction of MIBR lows. They continue Unfortunately for Los, they're on their way home.
That's it. The LPL has sent the CB LOL packing. They will crush that key. The EWC 2026 road ends here for them, but JDG have earned their position into the next round.